Alright, I have successfully saved my pictures. I have uploaded them to my computer. Now what do I do with them? Well, when your computer goes ahead and actually takes a picture, what it does is it does a bunch of things to it that it thinks you want it to do, but that's not always what you really want. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that control away from the camera and bring it back to you. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to a website. Please open up your browser and go to Google. From there, you are going to type in the following phrase, pixlr.com, or you can just simply type that in your address bar. And we're going to go to Pixlr.com, which is an online photo editing site. For what we're doing, it is as powerful as we're going to need. And I'm going to click Open Pixlr Editor, the advanced feature. And here I'm going to have a variety of options. Create a new image, open image from computer, open image from ULR, and such. I'm going to choose open image from computer. But you're saying, Mr. Bradford, where are the images? Well, you've just saved them on your computer. So I'm going to go to computer. I'm going to go to where I saved them, my situation, the U drive, view to production, pictures, and I have my two pictures here that I can choose what to do with. In this situation, I am going to choose the first picture. I click open, and suddenly I have my Pixlr image. Quick thing about Pixlr, it is a browser program, so it is not as powerful as the industry standard that you might use of something like Photoshop. However, it does a really good job for what we're going to need to do. I am going to press the button F11. F11 opens up the screen and makes a full browser so I can work with it. Now, a brief introduction to Pixlr. At the top here, we have different options and menus that we can work with, and we'll be addressing these later. There's a lot of options, but we are not concerned with all of them. We also have our toolbar. Our toolbar can be moved around like the other elements, and it has a variety of different features that we will work with as well. We have our actual image, and this is the image that we are working with. We can resize this to make it bigger, and when we do, we notice that it is only of a certain resolution or a certain zoom. In this situation, it is 24% of the full size, and when I move it up to 100%, what it does is for every pixel that is in the picture, there is also a corresponding picture or pixel on my screen, and I can use my scroll wheel on my mouse to scroll in and out. Over here I have my navigator bar. What that does is it puts a red line around what I'm actually looking at in my actual picture window, and I can click and move it however I might need. So I can zoom in and maneuver around. Also, I can zoom in and out in this way. Next, I have my layers, which we will talk about this later, and I have my history. If I choose my brush and I make some marks over this, you'll notice every time I use a tool, it adds to my history. This browser does not have a Control-Z option, so I can't undo it in that way. However, I can go back through my history and move between what I've actually done. You'll also see that we have an option in a bar up here. This is a modification of whatever tools you have. So when I click on a different tool, I have different options for how I can modify how this tool affects. And that is the end to the introduction of Pixlr.